It's been 18 months since we talked, and since then you've come from, the highest level you played was Tulsa at Double-A, and now you're here in the majors. So first of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Your first hit was July 21 off of Doug Fister.
Yeah.
Can you tell, how clearly do you remember that at bat?
I had a lot of nerves running through me, a lot of adrenaline, and I just went up there and then put the bat on the ball, and luckily I did that, and then I got a single. So that was a big relief. And, once you get that first one, it's like I can take a load off.
What are your plans for it?
No, it's my grandfather has all my first at bats from our first hits from college and pro, and so he has a little shrine of all these balls. So yes, he has most of them.
Hopefully it's a special spot for that one.
Exactly.
Now, you had you went 2 for 4 that day, and you had a double and an RBI in your next at bat. Is that another keepsake?
Yeah, I think our club, he gave me first RBI ball, first extra base hit ball, first home run ball, and first single. So I got a plethora of balls, I guess you could say the least.
When you look at your stats, you go to baseballreference.com, you look at your stats, you have credit for a hit on May 22.
Yeah.
And you were in, I forget where you were, but you were in Memphis.
Okay.
So you were playing against the Memphis Redbirds on May 22. Baseball Reference says you have it. That looks like your first hit.
Exactly. That's what Jack, one of our beat writers, said. He's like, hey, now that is your first official hit because it's dating back to May 22nd. And I was like, I didn't even think about that until he said it, so that's kind of funny.
So do you have to go get that ball now?
I don't know. I think I already got the official one boxed up and sent to my grandfather. So
your first home run was in Arizona.
Yeah.
And it went into the pool.
Yeah.
And I guess they went and they retrieved it and they dried it off. Can you tell? Is there any water damage on the ball?
There is still water on it. Like I said, I sent my grandparents all the balls, and when they got it, they said it was still wet. So that was kind of funny. So I guess they tried to figure out how to dry it somehow.
Did it feel different being on the road for your first home run than it did for your first hit here at home?
You know what? It was my first home run was one of those experiences where they told me late at night and I caught the first flight out, so I was a little sleep deprived. So it was just one of those things, like I just wanted to put the barrel to the ball, and it went out. So it was one of those like, go get him, and
right.
it ended up going out, and it was a good experience.
It was your first at bat
Yeah.
in that stint in the majors,
Yeah.
and your first hit was your first at bat in your first stint in the majors. Is there something about that first at bat that just naturally settle in?
Maybe it's just all the adrenaline running through you for those first times. You don't want to screw up so much. You just want to go out there and make contact, and that's what happened.
Does it feel different this time with the Rockies as a September call-up as compared to earlier in the season when it was the 25-man roster?
Not really. I just we're hitting the last group more so than before. When the first time I was up, I got to play every day, so that was an awesome experience. But no, it's just now it's just a work in progress because I'm going to start playing right field a little bit, so get some more extra reps out there during BP. So that's going to be a fun challenge.
You were out in right field on Wednesday. How'd it feel?
It was awesome.
You liked it?
Yeah, it's different from first base. You're not around as much action, but your plays are almost more important. Just keeping guys runners off second base, and just trying to do your job.
When we talked in spring training in Arizona last year, I asked you about what it was like to be in the clubhouse as a young player with players like Todd Helton. You had an unusual circumstance the day they retired Todd Helton's number. You technically had been sent down for game 1 of a doubleheader, but you were still in the clubhouse, and then they added you as the 26th man for the second game of the doubleheader.
Exactly.
Were you allowed to be in the dugout and watch the ceremony and be part of that?
I got to take part in that, and that was one of the cooler baseball moments you ever get to see. Helton, who's a legend here in Denver and baseball himself. It was just cool to be out here and see hear what he had to say and what other people had to say about him and his accomplishments, which everybody knows. But the little stories like Bilal said and all those other guys, that was a neat experience.
You need a few more at-bats to be official, I guess, but you're leading the major leagues, I would say, in batting average right now. You're up, last I checked a couple days ago, you were at 410. Do you have an explanation for sort of the early success? I mean, some players really struggle early on. You've had a lot of success.
You know, I'm just taking one bat at a time. You know, just try what I did in years past, and it seems to be working right now. And, you know, just want to just keep doing the same thing over and over, and just focus one at bat at a time.
Can you watch like the sappy baseball movies without just sort of being like, yeah, I've done that now?
You know, they're all still good. You know, they're always on, and you always catch them on the MLB network. So it's one of those things like I'm a fan of the game, not just a player. You know, so when those are on, I still watch them and enjoy them.
If I remember, you're a Braves fan.
Yes, I was. I was raised a Braves fan.
Were a Braves fan. Okay. Do you follow them at all? Are you watching that second wild card spot right now?
You know, not as much.
Okay.
You know, it's Rockies all the way. So it's one of those things like when it's on TV, I'll look, but it's not like how it used to be in high school and college. You know.
Sure. You were the second player we ever interviewed for this website. We were just a couple months old at that point. We've had a little bit of a history of players we interview sort of advancing to the next steps. We call it the BTBNL bump. We're bloggers to be named later, so the BTBNL bump. So my question is, when you got the phone call, you're coming up to the majors, how much of it was you thought, well, all the years of hard work and persistence and developing these skills, and how much of it was, yeah, the bloggers to be named later bump?
It was probably 50-50 in both, you know. If that what it was, I think everybody should start getting interviewed by the bloggers to be named later, you know, maybe it'll help their careers.
Ben, thank you very much. We really appreciate you talking to us.
Yep.
Have a great one.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Thank
and
you.
good luck to you.
Thank you.